So hello everyone. I have always been told that I am more outgoing and brave than my friends around me, but I never really realized that until I went to the beach with my father to ride a jet ski. As I was riding my jet ski, I looked around and I found out that I was the only girl who was riding that jet ski alone. All of the other girls were riding it behind their brothers. But I didn't really care because I was so excited that I wanted to explore the beach and the shore around me. But I wanted really to explore, but I lost track of time. And shortly after that, there was a man following me and telling me to come back, because apparently I went way, way too far. As I was coming back, I was really afraid that my father was furious at me now because I went way, way too far. But when I came back, I looked at him and he was smiling. And when I asked him why he was smiling, he said that I'm proud that my daughter turned out to be an explorer. Unfortunately, this love for exploring did not really go well in a school that considered those who ask questions about controversial issues as rebels. So I remember even once I was accused of being a non-Muslim just because I asked a simple question about the wisdom of an action that Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, did. And having that reaction from my teacher in front of all of my class really lowered my self-esteem. I had really troubles expressing myself in school, and I found that all the passion and the curiosity within me was held inside me, and I wasn't able to express all the positive energy that I was having. So it turned all to negative energy, and it really reflected on my actions at school. So I was going to be expelled from school. But luckily, my mother saved me, because being a teacher herself, she realized that the problem did not lie within me. It was the environment that I was in that didn't really encouraged me to be to really discover what I can do. So when I changed my school, within less than a semester in my new school, I was considered as a gifted student. And they nominated me to participate in a physics Olympiad competition in which I won first place. It was really the first achievement that I have ever made in my life. But it was also what set me to motion to start an initiative that discovered young, talented girls in Saudi Arabia. So our idea at first was very simple, that we wanted to organize courses that give about leadership skills, creative thinking, and entrepreneurship to young Saudi girls to empower them. We started at very small classes at first, but then we started getting requests from other girls in other cities that wanted to benefit from our courses. So our journey became more excited when we started sharing these courses via live courses online. And we reached hundreds of girls around Saudi. But we didn't really limit ourselves to courses. We wanted to contribute to the community and join volunteer work. So one day you would find us in mall organizing awareness campaigns about breast cancer, and the other day you would find us fundraising to build a school in Zambia with a gender equality platform. So it was really amazing. And it was, for the first time, our dean of the school sat with the girls and listened to their ideas and decided to invest in them. And what the result was that some of our girls had worked in their ideas with professional mentors and even registered them as patents. So I was really happy for them. But it was we were blossoming very quickly, but I was afraid that if I'm going to leave my school, which was a year ago, that all of these activities and workshops were going to fade. So I had to make sure that this has a long impact. So what I did is that I decided that the best way to stimulate ideas annually is to organize a TEDx event in which ideas would be stimulated every year. So one of the speakers, I want to share his story. Her name is Lujane. Lujane used to be this introvert girl who used to sit alone in a corner, but she was, when she was a TEDx speaker, she was the most creative speaker on stage. And we were so proud because we know that we changed Lujane's story. And it is stories like Lujane's and my friend Bayan, who last year started the first female law firm in Saudi Arabia to defend women's rights, that make me so proud, because the voices of Saudi women have never been louder. And my last message is to every girl or even a boy who's feeling bottled up because he's living in a conservative society, is try to make an initiative that inspires the youth. Because there's a huge gap in Saudi Arabia between the community and the government. Although our government last year has invested around more than $40 billion in our education, we still have the most highest rate of unemployment. And it's that because our youth is still uninspired. So start an initiative that inspires the youth. And lastly, I feel like I'm very privileged that I'm living in a community where opportunities are dry, because I was able to build an opportunity with the vision that I want. So if I could create my own opportunity, so can you. So thank you.